The final step in the design of this project will be to ensure that we can communicate our design amongst different platforms and different disciplines within the engineering of this project. In order to achieve this, we'll start with our proposed TIN file and show differentiation from this TIN file to the existing TIN file. Everything that we've done so far is in a display-only mode, such that we're still left with the original planometrics of the file with display-only contours. These contours can be custom tailored to anything that is necessary to display and to share this information. We're going to change our model to show strictly in an existing condition as dashed lines, both in the major and minor contours. Then we'll come to our objects, which is where all our proposed grading comes into place, and we will clip the objects from the model so that we're just left with the existing design surface where it has not been changed by the objects. Then in order to show these objects, we'll simply highlight them and turn them on for the different object types and then apply them. If an object type is not shown, such as the lot grading, we can simply edit the object and toggle on the displays for all objects in the lot category. This will turn on all the lot grading in its own symbology, such that the pond, the lots, and the roadways all show in their own symbology as a solid line as opposed to the dashed existing line. Once we're comfortable with the symbology, we can then export our visualization to the DGN file. We'll set this as a graphic group and apply this to the file. What we're left with then is graphics written into the design file displaying our contours. These are also still remained in a display-only state so that we can come back to the model at any time and continue to make our modifications. These surfaces can then be shared amongst different disciplines, among different designers, and amongst different platforms using the export to model object command. And we can export this entire model as a TIN file to a proposed TIN file, which then can be shared with other users of the TIN file format. Also, we can export to a land XML file such that this file can be shared amongst users of land XML data. These XML files can also be imported back into Bentley's Power Civil and PowerDraft products to use these surfaces with any of these products. Finally, we can export to Kogo, and we can take our pond object and export all the elements, all the vertices of this pond directly into the Kogo file for successful stakeout of the pond object, as well as on a model basis for the entire model. Finally, to check the design, we can come to the volume tool and we can check the final volume between the existing ground 1 and the model. Processing will count the triangles and compute a final volume, cut volume, fill volume, and a balance volume for the site. This file can also be exported out to an ASCII file.